Thomas, speaking of risk, I just can't imagine, again, the complexity that you all have, thousands of trading partners out there, the traveling public at large, et cetera, et cetera. And then all of a sudden, it gets flipped upside down. Your entire workforce now is in a new operating model on top of everything else you're trying to do. Give us an example of sort of, where you fit a piece of this in there and that allow some of this zero trust to enable some of these capabilities that you're just impressed upon you.
Yeah, so really this starts with, I think, a transformation overall of how we deliver network services. Fundamentally, we're changing how we connect all of our systems together. And a lot of that goes hand in hand with the migration into cloud and into other SaaS services. And naturally, as we're picking up and now we're making, these cloud services are obviously internet-based as the foundation of what we're doing, then, it makes sense to be able to have the right technology to be able to connect directly into all those services. But one thing that's really, really important to FootStomp is, while we're doing that, we have to obviously ensure that we know what all of those endpoints are doing, that we have still, common centralized security logging and security management of those devices, and that full picture of all of these integrated services and how they're coming together so that we can optimize all the traffic while still maintaining, not only all of the legacy standards, but again, also this idea of zero trust where they really can only access exactly what they're explicitly authorized to access. So, one of the areas where this is really, really important for CBP overall is how we do IoT. Obviously, we have a lot of different types of non-traditional technologies, things like unmanned aerial systems, ground sensors, all sorts of other technologies, and radiation portal monitors, other things in the field that really don't fit the same model. And in the past, I think our answer was, well, we'll just air gap these things. We just won't plug them into the rest of the network because they don't meet the same security standards. And that, as a response, it really is just not acceptable anymore. It's not what we're doing anymore. And in addition to the heightened security requirements that we have, now we're also really trying to build better common operational pictures across all of the various mission sets that we have. So we're bringing all that data from all the different types of sensors in, and we're building those common views, which means the connectivity and doing that securely is really, really key. So we're using IoT type technologies along with 4G and 5G, and we're able to take some of these other endpoints and tunnel them. Essentially, the idea is go directly into the cloud, directly into like API gateways and other types of services where we can exchange just the exact data we want after we've made a specific identification on what we're talking to, and we have some integrity checks and things like that. But really bringing that data together in a way that we can dynamically add all sorts of different things onto the network. You just drop a SIM chip on it, and it gives it the connectivity it needs to hit the internet and then to hit our services. And it really is expanding, our view and the options of how we integrate technologies in a way that we couldn't even think about previously.